Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. Today is video 3 of the Besties collab that I'm doing with Craft with Tea. This is the layout that I'll be creating, and I will be using some Kiwi Lane templates as well as some mixed media. I am showing you the Paisley Place 2A, which is what I'm using here to cut out. I've already traced it, and I am cutting it out with my Tim Holtz, I think these are 7-inch shears, which are absolutely my favorite to use when I'm making things. I've cut this strip of paper to approximately 5 inches. I'm not 100% sure, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm thinking it's about 5 inches, and I am going to just use this paper that I used a template on, and it's going to be at the bottom of my page. But first I'm going to ink my edges with Distress ink that's actually Distress Oxide in the Hickory Smoke color, which is a chalky gray color. So this is basically where I'm going. It's these pictures are from a flight I took last year. Right after Thanksgiving. I was going down to my brother's house in Fort Lauderdale, and we were flying by the Hollywood Hard Rock, or the Hard Rock Casino Cafe in Hollywood, which is a humongous guitar. It's amazing. And that's what I was showing in the picture. And as we were about to land, you can actually see the hotel. And I got a really awesome picture. And this picture, the second picture, is just like the beautiful sky. It was absolutely gorgeous. I was leaving the cold weather in New Jersey and going down to the very hot weather down in Florida. I actually switched my paper to a smaller one, and I want to say that was probably like 4 inches. And I'm going to ink the edges of this piece of paper. And I'm using the white cardstock that you see there in the background is Basil Marshmallow White, and it's it's not textured, but it's a very heavy cardstock, which is great for mixed media. And since I'm not doing any wet mixed media, I will not be using any type of gesso. I'm just going to use this Tim Holtz, it's called Tim Holtz Tracks, that's what it's called, that stencil that you see there. And I'm going to kind of mimic the colors that you see in the paper, and just kind of very haphazardly add some of the stencil work to my page. And before I did that, I don't know if you noticed, I marked off where my picture would be so that I don't waste time if it's going to be covered. So I'm actually just going to go around the picture area, or where the picture will be. So I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Please take a look at the link right here, right above, and that will take you right to Craft with Tea's video, or rather channel, where you can find some really amazing card and layouts. She does both cards and scrapbooking. She's an amazing mixed media artist as well. She loves to dabble with all kinds of alcohol inks and distress inks, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you take a look. If you haven't been to her page, check it out. I think you would be very happy you did. And she's such a sweet person too. And if you're coming from Tea's page, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, that does help me reach my goal of 1,000. And I'm almost there, and I'm really trying really hard to reach my goal. It was supposed to be by September 10th, which was my birthday, but I'm still a little short. So hopefully you'll stick around, and if you want to be notified of other videos, upcoming videos, hit the little bell down below, and you will be notified when my next video comes up. And I have a lot of videos coming up. I have a few collabs that I'm doing with a couple Kiwi Lane artists, as well as a show your room. So you'll be seeing my room, which is a mess, but I don't care. I'll show it. And as well as the last 2 videos of this collab. And I have some really great plans for the upcoming few months, you know, the holidays. I plan on doing my December daily and hopefully doing just one video a week of December daily. We'll see how that works out when we get closer to it. So as you see, I'm tapping my fingers, so that means I'm thinking. And there is I forgot to mention the sketch, which you'll probably see it right there on the right hand side of my picture of my video, that I am following. And the cool thing about this collaboration with T is that we both use the same products, which are the Alltanew Reflections, and we are both using the same sketches, and we don't talk about what we're doing ahead of time. So our layouts are completely different. Each one of us interprets things different. Each one of us has a completely different style. So it's pretty cool that we can use the same exact things and come up with two completely different layouts. I pretty much stayed true to the layout, to the sketch, and I'm happy I did. So you're seeing me cut a tag, and I'm using 2 tags of 5T and tags 1T, and those are both from Kiwi Lane, as well as my We Are Memory Keepers punch, my reinforcer punch, which you see me struggling here. So I was scrolling through something on Facebook and realized that the reason why I was struggling was because my reinforcer was full of the little dot. And once it gets full, it doesn't work. I didn't know that. And I learned how to, you just pull up on the handle, and it's almost like a little stopper, and the little stopper will pop out, and all those little missing circles that you never see come out will pop out. So here you're going to see me cutting another tag, and I'm just trying to figure out what colors I want to use, what paper I'm going to use. But at the end, I am very happy with how this layout turned up. I ended up using this scrap of floral paper, and I wanted to add a little bit of that pink color because the layout was looking very rainbow, but I felt like there needed some color up on top. So for the most part, my layout is almost complete. There's really not too much going on other than some embellishment, some splatters, and I don't think I even do any journaling at this point. I ink all my edges as usual with the Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide. And I'm going to pop up one of these little tags so that one sits above the other one. So I'm actually going to ink the entire paper, and I really am happy I did that. I felt like it helped bring everything in. You bring your eye in the paper. And now I'm going to, well, I was going to use my stamp, which I do end up doing some stamping on my paper, on my page. So I'm going to start pulling out some stickers and some of the paper cut aparts and the acetate. And I'm just going to start sticking them onto my Distress Oxide ink pad kind of like so I could figure out what I'm going to use. And I was trying to find things that had travel related, because for the first time in 3 videos, I finally got a layout, a picture that had to do with traveling. And I wanted to make sure that I incorporated those things into my layout. So the sticker up on the left on the blue tag says "One Fine Day." And then I also have one that says "Love This" that's on the right, which I will end up moving a little higher up in the picture. And the one that says "Getaway" I don't end up using. So you'll see me move some of these things around. The one that's right under the picture says "Time for Adventure," and I end up moving that one. The leaves will be staying there. I'm adding a heart button to the blue tag. The one that I put up on the flowers, I don't end up keeping. The one that says "Awesome," I end up moving up higher in the picture where the 2 pictures kind of meet up on top, which will be part of my title. The butterfly does not make it on the page. Sorry to say. And here's where I'm trying to decide what my title is going to be. And I move it around a few times, but it ends up going up where that butterfly is. And I think here is the part where I move it. And I wanted to use the word "awesome." And it just worked perfectly. They're nestled perfectly. And I was happy with that. So that's where that's going to live. And I'm just trying to figure out what adhesive to use so it will stay on there. So you'll see me move these things around a bit, but eventually, and I'm not even sure if I end up, yep, here we go. So this is how it's going to stay. Time for Adventure is right below the little leaf sprig. I put the sticker that says "Going Places," and then one that says "Making Memories" that you just saw me place. The butterfly is going to go away. And then I am going to move the "Love This" to below the title. Right there. And then I'm going to add a yellow sticker, which is an arrow, right to my picture. And it's going to point to the guitar. And then the last thing I'm going to do is actually not the last thing, but one of the last things is I'm going to use the stamp that says "Let's Chill." And I'm going to stamp it in 3 different areas. So that's the first spot. That's going to be my second spot. And then I'll be adding it right there next to the flower sprig. I'll also be using some Elle Studio little hearts, as well as some pebbles, puffy, they look like enamel dots, but they're puffy dots. I guess that's what we would call them. And then I'm going to add some gold mist, and that is my layout. I'm really happy how it turned out. Oh, actually, I do stamp the words "Work and Travel," which you see there below the picture, and now I'm just stamping the date. So I just want to say thanks for watching. Stay to the end and you'll see close-ups of my layout, as well as links to other videos that might interest you. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.